9, 8, 7, 6, turkey sandwich, All right. Time to check. It's up there. Testing, T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, turkey sandwich. Ollie, oxen free. LA, are you there? Present. All right, and as for the music, I can hear it. I like this music. This is good. All right, back to where I started from. It is Freestyle Thursdays for your girl LA, and I'm very happy. Today is March 19th, 2026. It is my Friday, and I'm getting ready to type it in here. It is my Friday today, and I am so happy about it. Wow. This week and month in general is going by race. R-A-C-E, like a race car. Oh, is that a motorbike? Ooh, it's hard to tell what that emoji is, so I'm not going to put that in there because I don't understand what it is. 1, 2. Ooh, a shopping cart. Look at that cute little card. And send. You guys, this week is going by really fast, and I'm so happy about that. We're already on March 19th. March 19th, guys. How many days are in this month of March? I think it's 31 days in this month. I'm going to look at my calendar and see how many days are in this month. We're about to find out together. March. Yes, March has 31 days this month. I know last week it was Friday the 13th, and I was really excited about it being Thursday last week, not only because it's my Friday on Thursdays, but the following day my family and I were going to be celebrating Friday the 13th, and we did, and it was so fun. I really enjoyed my Friday the 13th, the second Friday the 13th of this glorious year. We've got one more Friday the 13th coming up. I know it's in harvest season, and it might be in November. So I'm glad that the last Friday the 13th for this year will be scheduled towards the end of the year. So last week I had a great week. It was so fun. I had a tough time trying to figure out which movies we wanted to watch. We planned it out, and I had the movies and stuff written down, but I think a couple of the movies on the list that we had written down, we had watched before Friday the 13th. Dun, dun, dun. So we had to go find some other things. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for coming in today. Happy Thursday. And per the usual, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very thankful to be a part of the YouTube partnership. It's very encouraging, and I'm like super duper happy about that. I have my tea, I have my snacks, just in case. And y'all, it's still really hot. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to put this in here. Copy. I'm looking for my flowers. Let's see here. We've got flowers. You know, when I type in the word flowers in the emoji search box, it only gives me like two to three flowers. And there's way more flowers in the search box than just 2 or 3. It's like I still have to try to remember all the names of the emojis and put them in there. But that's a lot to remember. Like I have the tulip, the tree. There. I'm going to put that in there, put it at the top. Pin message. Alright, that's in there. And I pinned it to the top. So now that we're 5 minutes into the video, for those of you who don't know, we're getting a new schedule change, which is good. I'm not changing it too tough. Morning moves starting March 23rd will be only on Mondays. I have a new segment coming in on Tuesdays now, and it's with like cartoons and stuff. My face is so shiny. It's got to be the lotion. So where is it? I have my royal notes. It will be called Cartoons Day. So on Tuesday, I'll be featuring something new. So on Mondays, Morning Move will only be on Mondays. And then Tuesdays, I'll have Cartoon Tuesdays. Wednesdays will be Basket Head. Thursdays will be, as you can see, Freestyle Thursdays with ELAY TV. Then Friday, Hercules the Shark will be on tomorrow. I'm very happy. Thank you guys for the cute little confettis. Those things are really cool. I like seeing them fly up and around in the thing. There are times when I can catch Don Lemon, and when I go in there, his chat is flying with those emojis. It's just like, woo, like a fish tank. You know when you look at a fish tank and they have the water pipe or something for the air or whatever those, I know it's air bubbles, okay? So in the corner of the fish tanks is this stream of bubbles that go up like that. Well, that's how his be looking when in the live stream. It's really cool to be a part of something so cool like that. I think today I'll spend time being intentional. Being intentional meaning going to see other live streamers, see if they're on, because it is fun to go in random live streams and just, you know, show love and just say hi and keep up the good work. That stuff is so fun. And so I'm grateful to be a part of the whole YouTube megaverse. This time last week I didn't have my green screen on because I wasn't able to have my hair be shown. But this time I had even more time to work on it. And so I did it. I had the green screen and I'm in the fancy schmancy laundromat. Y'all, look how clean this laundromat is. It's so fancy. Look at those washing machines. Front load washing machine. Isn't it gorgeous? So yeah, this time I was able to adjust the lighting better. So I can have the green screen on and show my poof ball. You see my poof ball? I like it. Poof ball sticking out of my crown. So besides the fact of that, how are you guys doing this morning? Thank you so much for your compliments. Thank you so much for pressing the thumbs up. It might be very early where you are. It's early where I'm at for most people. And I actually started about 10 minutes early. I am supposed to start at 5 a.m. But I was like, I'm ready to get into it. Thank you guys so much. Right now it's 4:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm reporting from the beautiful state of Georgia. And you guys know what? Monday and Tuesday that just passed, it was the weather was so bad. Hold on. Can I put this somewhere? Y'all see this sticker? It's in the way. Ah, can y'all see the sticker? It was in the way. But nonetheless, while I'm fiddling around with this sticker, Monday and Tuesday we got hit with a, like, was it an Arctic blast? For lack of a better description, we got hit with an Arctic blast, and it took my internet all the way out. So I wasn't able to report live on Monday. But thankfully, before the internet, hey, I'm trying. Some days the sticker don't, some days the sticker cooperates and some days it don't. So it's hard to move it around. That's another issue that I know YouTube has to work with. But yeah, the power went out a little bit and our internet went down for my whole duration of my time slot of where I'm supposed to be on here. It didn't start really working until a little after 9. It was crazy. So thankfully, I was able to, I had just enough time to upload a pre-recorded video. So thankfully, I was able to do that in the nick of time. And I also was able to put the comment in the post. They used to be called the community tab, but I put it in the post letting my cool peeps know that we've got a storm and I won't be able to go live. Y'all? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Ray Sherman do look like Otto from Rocket Power. I remember when that meme first started going around. Seemed like over 10 years ago now. It was so funny and I thought it was the coolest thing. It was like, oh my gosh. It's like, you know how there's this saying, if you think it, you can do it or whatever. Not if you build it, they will come. But if you think it, you can be it. If you dream it, it can happen. So in the world of cartoons, all of these cartoon characters, in my mind, there are definitely some humans around here walking around who look like a spitting image of some cartoons we may have grew up watching. For example, just like you said, Ray Sherman do look like Otto from Rocket Power. He do. So in my mind, that is Otto from Rocket Power in human form, and he's got 2 jobs. One job, he's a music artist, and by night, he goes into the cartoon world, like on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He goes into Toontown and become a cartoon, and that's his second stream of income. That is really cool. Nah, you guys are cool. What time is it where you are? There are times where I get a handful, a nice amount of people from Australia. And over in Australia, it's like nighttime for them right now. So it's around the time for them to get ready for bed or just get snug as a bug under a rug and watch TV and retire for the night. And then the ones in California, they're 3 hours back. Hey guys, it's 2 a.m. where you are? That's really neat. So, Toonami is definitely on Cartoon Network for you. Toonami is really just now firing up. Well, for me, Toonami will be going off in about an hour. And then the regular cartoons are going to start coming on. You're wide awake? You're in America? Well, welcome in from America. It's 4 a.m. where you live? Well, good morning to you. High five. Bam. What are you drinking? I'm only asking that because I've got tea in here. And y'all, it's still too hot. I made it earlier before the live stream started and I kept the lid off so it can kind of cool off. But boy, it's still burning up. I'm going to try it again because I didn't bring my spoon in. Last time I made tea, guys, I had to put bring my spoon in so I can kind of ladle it out and let it cool off. I forgot my spoon. But I brought my crackers. I remember my crackers because I may want a snack. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really happy. So I hope that my happiness that I'm feeling will spin off onto you guys. If I make tea, it might taste bad. I had to learn how to like tea. What is that noise out there? I knew tea was good for me. Well, when I was an actual child, I knew drinking tea was good. So I had to learn how to like it. And in addition, another motivation that helped me learn to like tea is just how inexpensive it is compared to coffee. I enjoy coffee in the mornings. Um, but at the time when I was really getting out on my own, I had my first job, coffee was expensive. I was still living with my parents, of course, when I had my first job, and we didn't have a coffee maker in the house. My parents didn't drink coffee, and blah, blah, blah. So I started drinking coffee when I was at my first job. And then I started to learn the prices of coffee, especially the kind that tastes good. It was kind of expensive to me. And then I didn't have a coffee maker and blah, blah, blah. So, only time I got my coffee then was at work. And then when I wanted to get it on my own, to me it was expensive. So I started gravitating to tea. You can put sugar in it if you want to. Thankfully, there's different variants of tea. Hey, what's going on? Tarsus, high five. Bam. What's going on, tea? Tea. We're talking about tea. So yeah, hello, what games are we talking about? Right now I'm talking about how I grew to learn to like drinking tea because number one, I know it's good for me. Number two, it's relatively more inexpensive than drinking coffee. And I was at the point of talking about how you can put sugar in your tea, and thankfully there's various kinds of sugar, brown sugar, and all the other sugars people say are unhealthy, but nonetheless you can put sugar in there or honey. So between the two, it's very good. And then thankfully at the Dollar Tree, you still can buy a nice box of green tea or regular tea. You get 40 tea bags in there for $1.25. So having stuff like that available makes me feel good knowing that it's in my pantry, especially when people come over. I can at least offer them tea. And then if they want to make it into an iced tea, they still have the luxury to make it into an iced tea. So when I open my pantry and I see a couple boxes of tea in there, it puts a warm place in my heart knowing at least the drinks are taken care of. Far as being, hospitable. I really enjoy being hospitable. It's really fun to be that way. Before I knew what the word was, it's just really nice to invite people over, provide snacks, make them feel comfortable, accommodate to them. Even though it's my house, I still want them to have the best experience possible. So, yeah, I really enjoy that. It's so fun. Which makes me scratch my head because in the realm of customer service, it's really hard to find a lot of people who are genuinely happy to want to help. I can say this, life is tough, and so everybody's not going to have a good day. I know when I went to work sometimes and I had a lot of weight on my shoulders because my family and I were going through some unnecessary bull. But I still had to go to work. And I was able to do it, but you know what made it so hard? What made it harder to maintain that is just being around unruly people. So it made it that much harder. So I can only imagine for the people who go to work, they just want to go to work and have a good time. But what makes work so difficult is not necessarily the customers, because it comes with it. When I went to work, I already expected the customers to be jerks. So I had it in my mind to be able to deal with that because it comes with the job. But in addition to the customers who are rude, it was sad that when I went, I had to deal with small-minded people. So that made it worse because not only were they out on the sales floor, I had to deal with them constantly around the clock behind the scenes. So shouts out to all my people, all my cool peeps who have to go to work and deal with people who just like to start poop. Deeply, severely insecure people are some of the most dangerous people to work around because you don't know what they're going to do when they come to work on mad day. They may want to take it out on you. So my heart go out to all you people who have to deal with them, and I hope you find a way to ignore them. There are days when you just cannot ignore them because they're in your face and you have to work with them. So I can't say that. Thank you guys so much for coming in and pressing the like button. I had many jobs, so it's kind of an umbrella statement. But when I think about those times in my life where I had jobs that I liked, it was too much to take with some of the people who were on there. So it was better for me to just leave. So having said that, I'm going to pull up I'm pulling up my Google page. Now, why did that get tiny? Why in the world did that get tiny? We are waiting. Where are waiters that are mean to people who have disabilities or some sort of way that doesn't make them seem like they are normal? Disabilities? Well, I haven't come across a disabled person who was mean to me. In fact, from my memory, all the ones who were visibly disimpaired, they all have been really nice to me. The ones that I can see that were physically disabled. Some people do go to work and there's something wrong up here. It doesn't mean that they're off their rocker. It just means they might be a little bit slower, cognitive wise. Now, on the record, I did work with two who were, there was something going on here, allegedly. But they weren't so far off the clock that they weren't able to hold a conversation, understand work. They were smart enough to know that if they were doing something wrong, they knew they were doing something wrong. So that don't count to me neither. Because if you know the difference between right and wrong, especially at work, working around heavy machinery, having to sign papers, if you're cognizant enough to be under the understanding of signing paperwork and time cards, time stamps, and running the cash register, and you know the difference between right and wrong and being mean to people, you're all right by me. So yeah, moving forward, I'm going to put some more flowers in here to just put some color in here. So as I was saying, on Monday, internet was down for several hours because of the storm. You guys, it got really cold here. And I had to be careful because I had just got over a cold. Last week I was under the weather. And then when the weather suddenly changed like that, my cold started to come back. So I really had to be careful. So on Tuesday, I decided to just do another upload for Morning Mood on Tuesday because the weather was still a little shaky. My internet was working fine. The weather was a little shaky, but my cold was trying to come back. I felt as soon as it hit because I was in the middle of exercising, and that's where it got me. So I wanted to just unwind Monday and Tuesday and be ready for yesterday, because yesterday was the Basket Head show, and that was fun. So yeah. I live in Georgia. We had a tornado watch, but I'm okay. Exactly. We did have a tornado watch. And then I was listening to another woman. She lives in Washington, and she said they had the same thing going too. So she kept her live stream for that day relatively short because of the weather. She said she wanted to get a couple of errands done before the weather got really worse. And she was saying that on that side of the world or the continent, that they were saying that they were preparing for blackouts too. So I don't know if they got in. I don't know if they had got any blackouts because I didn't follow up on there because I was trying to take care of home. You're in Washington or on Washington? Washington Road, or are you in Washington? So if you are in Washington, did you guys get hit really tough this past Monday with bad weather? Yeah. So here I am. I think that's another reason this week went by really fast because I technically had Monday and Tuesday off. So I'm still taking care of myself because I still feel like the cold there. You like spin the bottle? Your favorite game is Warhammer 40K. Spin the bottle. Warhammer 40K sounds like a casino game. Is it a casino game? I have not gone. I haven't gone to this casino in years. But when I do go, I do enjoy it. It's very fun. It's a place, duh, for grown-ups to hang out and have a good time. It's like Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups. It's a vibe. I like their food. I like their drinks. I like that it's dark in there. You know, it's a mood. And it's like if you want to dress up, it's fancy enough so you can dress up. If you want to dress down that day and just be incognito and just have a mini vacation for yourself, you can do the same. So I really appreciate that. 40K is a tabletop war game. Cool. I'm getting ready to take a gander at it. Y'all remember Parcheesi? Oh, let me go back to your comment. One of the middle schools had the entire tornado on top of the building, but like I said, everyone lives. Wow. That is good. No one got hurt. High five to you on that. Bam. I'm so thankful that no one was hurt. So I'm looking at 40 top table war game right now. Shouts out to YouTube for providing even more better music out of the YouTube free library catalog. I'm very happy for that. So, tabletop 40K tabletop war game. I'm excited to see this. I'm actually looking it up right now. Warhammer 40,000 is a British miniature war game produced by Games Workshops. It is the most popular miniature war game in the world. Now, just that description alone of saying miniature war game sounds fun right there. And I see the pictures and everything. This looks really fun. It's a British miniature war game produced by Games Workshops. It is the most popular miniature war game in the world, guys, and is particularly popular in the United Kingdom. The first edition of the rule book was published in September 1987, and the 10th and current edition was released in June 2023. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I'm looking at 4 pictures that AI Overview provided, and it looks to me like Legos, but a game for Legos. It looks really fun. I see the buildings. I see the terrain. Someone has like fake grass. I see on here like fake dirt. I even see some of the hills built up. So I think it depends on how elaborate you want your game to be set up. There is going to be a Warhammer 40. What? Are you serious? This is exciting. So what I'm going to do is go to the see more part in AI mode. Yeah, that's a map. It's a map. That's what it is. I know you're like, duh, but I'm like the layout. So I'm going to ask AI Overview to tell me about the game coming to Amazon. Me more about this game being on Amazon. I'm loading it up right now, guys. And I'll get to your comments too. I'll just rewind the comments so I can go over what you guys are saying because I don't want to miss it. So, this is TV show. I'm waiting for it to load. Yes, here it is. If you're still here, that was fun. What was funny was when me and my brother, along with my mom, were taking shelter, we were making jokes. So in the time where we should be scared, we were just chilling. That's life. And that's very good, you know? Thank you for sharing that comment with me. That brought about a lot of peace and joy. When life gives you lemons, you guys make lemonade. And then what I like about the paragraph that you sent me is that you guys not only turn life into lemonade. Oh, I lost my thought because it was another compliment. You just rolled with the punches. You didn't overthink the moment. That's what it is. You did not overthink the moment. Like, we should be freaking out like everyone else. No. If you have complete comfort in the situation where you're supposed to be overreacting, it's a blessing. So I'm glad that moment didn't get ruined by overthinking that you were supposed to be reacting in a different way. So high five to you guys. Bam. So yes, Warhammer 40,000 live action cinematic universe is officially in development for Amazon Prime Video. The project is a massive collaboration between Amazon, MGM Studios, guys, Games Workshops, and actor Henry Cavill, who will both be executive producer and star in the franchise. Current project status as of March 2026. Active development. Following a period of negotiation, the creative guidelines for the series were finalized in December 2024, officially greenlighting the project. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Do you know Morgan? Only Morgan I can think of at the top. No, that's Megan. And that's Megan from the Scary Movie where the doll was alive. So we've got active development in reference to Warhammer. Following a period of negotiation, the creative guidelines for already said that were greenlit in 2024, early pre-production in mid-2025. Henry Cavill confirmed that a team of writers had begun mapping out the first phase of this universe. Secret starting point. I'm going to read this. I hope it won't be a spoiler alert. This is what AI Overview is providing for me to read to all of my cool peeps. While specific plot details are under a strict NDA, yes, the creative team has already agreed on a fantastic, quote, starting location for the first show. I'm going to share it up. So they said they've already agreed on, quote, a fantastic starting location for the first show. So I don't know if that's a hint for us to figure it out. Release window. There is no official premiere date yet, but experts estimate a release in 2027 or 2028 due to the complex CGI and world building required for a grid-marked science fiction setting. So that alone makes my heart happy because it means they're going to take this game seriously. If they're taking this much time just to focus on building the world, That's respect to me. It's like they respect the game. White fans are excited. Number one, I'm excited, and I just learned about this game today. So, in just these 5 short minutes of learning about this game, because you told me about it, now I'm sharing it with my world, my cool peeps, I'm already excited. I'm going to take a sip of tea, guys. The tea is tolerable. I need to drink it while it's kind of hot to help save my voice. Henry Cavill's involvement. A longtime fan and miniature painter himself, Cavill has promised to stay last focused, end quote, on respecting the deep lore or the 40K universe. 40K universe. Scale and scope. The deal covers both films and television series, with potential to license Warhammer's fantasy stories in the future. Secret level. We've got secret level appearance in late 2024. Amazon released an episode of its animated anthology. Did you know this? Secret level appearance. In late 2024, Amazon released an episode of its animated anthology, Secret Level, featuring Warhammer 40K, which many viewed as proof of concept for the franchise visual potential. Did you know about that fun fact? Okay, so you've seen it. Yay! And you just said it's amazing. More good news. It says you can stay updated through official channels like the Warhammer community site or the Amazon EMGM Studios newsrooms. So that's the information about Warhammer and one of your favorite games. I'm going to rewind the comments and see what all my cool peeps are talking about. Happy Thursday. It's my Friday. The time for me is 5:24 a.m. ET time. And I'm having a good time for a set amount of time hanging out with my cool peeps today. So, okay, here we are. 40K is a tabletop board game. We just read about that. I'm in Vegas casinos. It's like, it's like Chuck E. Cheese for degenerates. It's so fun. You're in Vegas right now. Cool. Well, welcome in from Vegas. I still want to go to Vegas. I don't want to go there to be mischievous. I want to go to Las Vegas because I want to see the sights. Y'all, my foot falling asleep, so I gotta adjust. I want to go to Las Vegas to see the sights and see the giant buildings. Unfortunately, throughout my lifetime of being here on planet Earth, some of the things in Las Vegas aren't there anymore that I wish I could have seen in real life, but they are gone. But I want to see the sights. I want to do common things when I go to Las Vegas, like go to their McDonald's there. I want to go to their Burger King there. Of course, I want to eat to what I consider fancy schmancy casino food. And my definition of fancy schmancy casino food may not be y'all definition. I just want to get like a fish platter and just see all the fancy buffets that they have with food. I want to get like the stereotypical gifts and postcards. I like postcards. So all the fun, typical stuff people do when they travel. Those things will never get old. So I read that. Is this Muppet wearing a crown? I am not a Muppet, but I am wearing a crown. There's going to be a Warhammer 40K TV series on Amazon. Can't wait. Yes, I just read that. You said Amazon ruins everything. If that's the case, did you see the Lord of the Rings episode? I thought that was good. Aren't they on their third season right now? Of the Lord of the Rings. Now, I think for the release of the second or third season, I do get it mixed up, but there was a season that got interfered with because of the writer's strike. So when it did come back, I was at a loss. So much so, I wasn't able to follow along with the timeline. I thought maybe I missed something, but I had watched the previous season at least 2.5 times. So even with the downtime in between this other season being released, I should have been able to pick back up on what I may have forgot per the recap. But even with the recap, it was hard for me to follow along. So I can't say that there was a sudden change in the timeline, according to me. So it caused me to have to rewatch the whole season again to lead to the new season to see if I actually did miss anything. So I think what I need to do is just really be still and stop moving around when I have it on, because I think I'm still missing the connection. Despite that, I still like the season. Okay, I think I'm getting caught up. My group chat was being... Oh my gosh, they were wigging out in your group chat. You told them to remain calm and the winds may be strong, but the building is stronger. Amen to that. Bam! High five. Stand tall. What a way to take command of the crew. Someone's got to steer the ship and keep the party calm. Great way to take charge of that whole weather. That's very good. Good evening to you as well if you're still in here. How are you doing today? After reading your comment, I instantly wanted a plate of eggs. 3 large eggs with pepper, green bell pepper chopped in there. Some toast, 2 pieces of toast with apricot jelly. How are you doing? If that don't sound good, and it's still relatively inexpensive. The cost of eggs have gone down here, but the price of gas has gone up. And some of the food, the prices started to spike again. Like suddenly. One night the food was really inexpensive, and then when I woke up the next day to finish my order, the food that I had in my cart the night before doubled. And I'm like, oh man. Not only on that same day did the food in my cart that I was pre-shopping for double, my husband said the gas went up the same day while he was at work. So as of now, though, the price of eggs is still inexpensive, so I can easily get 2 dozen eggs for under $5 and get a loaf of bread, and I'm content. So that's good. You don't think the food is good in Las Vegas? Oh my gosh. Is it because you may have had too much of it since you're living there? Once again, greeting from Las Vegas. I'm happily married. I've been married for 10 years, going on 11. We have the best food in the world. I like watching the Food Channel, of course. And on the Food Channel, when they're like eating food around the world, they will feature, of course, the legendary Las Vegas, and they'll show one of the restaurants in the casino. Boy, that food be looking so good. And the stereotypical cheeseburger or fry even looks so advertising. It's like, if y'all don't get that burger or fry out of my face, because it looks so good. All the world's greatest chefs have restaurants here. Hang on, guys. I believe it. So does that mean Chef Ramsay have a restaurant there? The Lord of the Rings movies are better. The Lord of the Rings, dang it, I think it's all on Amazon. It's so many Lord of the Rings now. I got them all mixed up. I have to figure out how to put them in chronological order. Because I'm not a Hobbit buff. But just like with the Star Wars, when my husband and I were talking about Star Wars, he was explaining to me that the order is out of order. So if you want to watch the full story verbatim with Star Wars, you have to watch, them out of order in order to get the full narrative in order. And I'm like, I get it, because that's how I feel it is with all of these Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits. Now that a surplus of Hobbits and Lord of the Rings movies have been birthed unto the world for our enjoyment, I had to watch them out of order to get the correct order, which is fine by me, but good mercy. The movies are perfect. And the Hobbit movies. Let's see here. I think I'm caught up on all the comments. Thank you guys for patiently waiting for me as I got through them. It is Freestyle Thursday. I'm very happy. I'm putting some colorful pictures in here. You know what I was concerned about when we had that cold front on Monday and Tuesday here? The trees, the leaves have already started leafing on the trees, so I didn't want it to hurt them. I didn't want the trees to go into shock and they go away because of the cold. Every movie should stand on its own. Even if there's an overcharging narrative. Yes. Like houses, they should stand on their own. No matter the size of a house, the house stands alone. And so does the cheese. And the cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. Hi ho the Dario. The cheese stands alone. Or something like that. Harry Potter is coming out with a new series, guys. My Cool Peeps and I talked about that a few weeks ago on Morning Moo. Harry Potter is coming out with a new series, and only one of the original cast members are slated to return. But I'm happy about it. I'm thinking they're going to go more deeper into the stories of each individual character. Based on what I remember, of course, the lovely, legendary J.R. Rowling will be heavily involved in it, which is like, whew, that's good. With the goal of having the series run for a minimum 6 to 7 years, but she wants to try to have the series run for 10 years, thusly giving us a deeper dive behind each character and each year as they grow up. I'm really excited about that, because it's nice to know that when the Harry Potter new series come out, I can at least know for, let's just underball it just to cover overhead of planning. She said it's slated for at least 6 to 7 years for the series to run. So I'm going to say 5, just for my sake. That means for 5 years, I can schedule up my TV program watch time, knowing that that will always be on at a certain time for 5 years. That's really refreshing to know that there's going to be another constant far as watching TV in our lives, or in my lives, in the realms of vegging out watching TV? I believe I did. I may not have read it out loud. I'm looking now. Paragraph. Yup, I did read your paragraph about your group chat, and that was saying a great way to take charge and lead the ship, because people are going to panic. But you, on the other hand, you guys didn't. So you didn't overthink the thought. You didn't overthink that thought process of falling in line and panicking at the disco. Shouts out, Panic at the Disco. Y'all did panic at the disco. Y'all remained calm and had a good time. All right. Woo, HOT. But this is working. Harry Potter? Yeah. I think even though Harry Potter said he doesn't want to come back, I think he will, but only in small doses. Perhaps to create a memory of perhaps if they have a moment in time when someone sees the future, like the lady did, their teacher who saw the future, perhaps they'll come back in small snippets. But to be there all the time, no, it's not really necessary, because like I'm under the understanding that they're recreating it, so they have to rehire a cast of minors to play the roles like they once did before, so we can actually watch them grow up over the 6-year span. Just like how we got to watch them grow up for our time, they're really recreating this moment. So they don't want to come back willingly. But I think perhaps in the future they will, in a small cameo appearance, perhaps for continuity purposes. But nowadays with CGI, they don't really physically have to show up to the set. If they read their contract right, they could just sign off something and have their likeness in there, and they don't really have to be there at all. But nonetheless, I'm thankful that there's going to be a resurgence of the Harry Potter brand, because it's fun to just be able to collect their things and look at all the shirts and stuff that they have too for us to choose from. Good morning. High five. Bam. Welcome into the show. It is Freestyle Thursdays with ELAY TV. I'm wearing this crown because it is my birthday month. Happy birthday to me. And I'll be celebrating my birthday this come Monday on Morning Move. I'm really happy about that. I'll be live celebrating my birthday, same time, same station, 5 a.m. ET time on Monday. And so I wear my one of my birthday crowns. Thank you. I'm very happy to be in my birthday month. It's my birthday month. I do what I want to do. It's my birthday month. Hey! I'm really happy that it's my birthday month. And I'm going to put some birthday cakes in here for myself. Hang on. Oh, there's a cupcake. Cakes. And I'm going to put donuts in here. Where's my, donuts? D-O. You know, donuts can be spelled a couple of different ways. I did talk about that in one of our morning moves. D-O-N-U-T-S or D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T-S. There's 2 different ways you can spell donuts. Here's the donuts. I'll wait for it to load up. There's cupcakes. Birthday cake and donuts. They provide chocolate donut emojis only. Glazed donuts. If they had a glazed donut emoji, guys, it would come across looking like a bagel. So I think that's why they opted for chocolate. I'm gonna get a sip of tea. Mm-mm. So I have a new schedule where I'll be introducing something new into the fold. I'll still be coming on same time, same station, Monday, 5 a.m. till whenever. Mondays, Morning Mood will be on only one day a week. Morning Mood will be on Mondays only. So I'm going to put that in here too. So for my replay squad, Kyle, Morning Mood will come on. Mood will be on only on Mondays. Morning Mood will only be on Mondays now. Tuesday will be Cartoons Tuesday, where I talk about cartoons and all that stuff. So I'm happy about that. I'm finally about to talk about cartoons. I have a day dedicated just for cartoons, guys. Cartoon Tuesdays. Then on Wednesdays, it's the basket head, where my cool peeps and I get on the mothership and we fly around in space and watch movies and just chat in the chat box while the movie is on. And then on Thursdays, which is today, is Freestyle Thursdays, where I show up as myself and just chat and hang out with the cool peeps. And then on Friday, which is tomorrow, Hercules the Shark will be on, back by popular demand. While I'm on here, I'm going to put a title in here. Go to my dashboard. Oh, open the door too loudly. Well, I don't want to make a mess. There. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. What did you just start? Let's see here. I'm going to live. I want to put a title into today's video. Apart from the fact that it is Freestyle Thursdays. 03-19-26. Chatting with my cool peeps. I'm typing the title in. I'm putting chatting with my cool peeps. Come on in and join us. Oh, I like this title. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. We're talking about a small variety of different topics and stuff. But overall, it's just a jam session. And we've got music in the background and everything. And once again, this is the laundromat. So the title should come up shortly underneath there. I'll let her refresh the page, so I can see on my end that the title came up. All right. Minimize. Yeah, can it play? That's the music people. Yeah, so what about them? What are you going to say? I do know I'm familiar with them. It's been a long time since I've watched anything, in reference to them, but I am familiar with. Hi, how are you doing today? There, I'm pulling up what we just talked about. So we've talked about the game that sounds really fun and looks really fun called Warhammer 40,000. It's a game that you could play. It's a tabletop game and it looks really fun. Oh, here's some more images. I wonder if we can buy it over here. Y'all, this game looks so fun. I know if I were to buy the game, I probably wouldn't even play it correctly. I'd just be so happy to have all the little figurines and the setup. I probably recreate my own little world, a whole new world. So just alone, I'd buy it just so I could have a set, of my own, and just be a girl and turn into something different. Hopscotch is fun. I used to play hopscotch, of course, when I was an actual child in elementary. When I read the word hopscotch, that was the first memory that came to mind, is when I was in elementary. Like, we had two playgrounds. We had the bigger playground in the back, located in the back of the elementary, and then we had the one they called the blacktop. It was a smaller playground, and it didn't have many toys there, but it was mainly for, like, if it rained a lot, they still wanted us to go outside, but they didn't want us to get muddy, so they called it the blacktop for a reason, because it was primarily a blacktop parking lot, fenced in. It had like hopscotch, like painted down on the blacktop, I believe. It had one or two basketball hoops for the boys and one set of swings. So, yup, that's what it had on there. The crown. I'm getting ready to see what that means. Hold on. Let me put this in here. The crown. The crown of Osset. I'm looking up the crown images. The crown of Osset, Isis. Cool. I just liked it. He's one of my birthday crowns. And it's soft too. I didn't want to wear my heavy one with the jewels and stuff in it because I just didn't want my head to be heavy around here. No, it's me, LA. Thank you for coming in. Mm. There. All right, moving forward, the crown of Osset. Yeah, I just looked it up right now because I wanted to see what you were talking about. I kind of knew, but I just read it. The crown of Osset, Isis, Kemetic ancient Egypt traditions, is primarily represented by a throne symbolizing her role as the seat of power for the pharaoh. Seat of power over time, comma. This evolved to include the horns of Hathor, sun disk, and the Urus cobra crown, highlighting her nurturing role in divine sovereignty. Sovereignty spelled Sovereignty. Sovereignty. That's a crafty way to spell it. And it actually has all the letters in it if you had to phonetically spell it just to get a message across. It actually reads how it's spelled. You know, some of the words, well, many of the words here, at least in the English language, they're written in so many ways that seems like a trick. So you have to really understand the words. But the word sovereignty seems straightforward. A word to me that don't seem like it's been damaged or tampered with. Like which is which. How much can a bear bear? Whether or rather. Oh, all that stuff, those words that get me all mixed up. Thank you so much for coming in. High five to you. Bam. Thank you for the compliments. And you guys, I took a gander behind the scenes and we've got some subscribers. I've gained some more subscribers. You guys, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Yay. That means a lot to me. So over here, welcome to the day ones, day twos, day news, and the ones passing through. I am a variety platform with a schedule. So I'm definitely on Monday through Fridays, 5 a.m. ET time. But in between that, I do other random live videos and pre-uploads too. So there's always something going on over here. So much to do. And I refuse to put myself in a box, which is why I decided to lead with it being a variety channel. So you don't know what I'm going to be talking about or doing all of the time. Thank you guys so much. Hey, what's going on? Me, 50M, long time no see. Bam. I don't know, because you were busy. You were actually preparing something to eat yesterday when I finally did get back to your comment. But yeah, I'm glad your day went good when you were at work and you prepared something to eat. But I hope the food turned out good. But it usually do. When you tell us what you fixed, everybody be drooling. Because we up here eating saltines and you're talking about, well, I prepared a 5-course light breakfast after work today. I'm like, a 5-course light breakfast must be nice. I'm eating these saltines. Welcome in. High five. Bam. Gravy train dog food. So yes, it's a variety channel, so you're guaranteed to find something random on here. For example, it's obvious one of my cool peeps saw the Spot the Difference playlist because they talked about how I have Ray Sermon. Looks like one of the guys from a Nickelodeon cartoon called Rocket Power. I like that playlist, and the playlist will be coming back out again sometime towards the end of the summer for season 2. Spot the Difference season 1 went really well, so I've been compiling the list behind the scenes on what to make for season 2 of Spot the Difference. It is funny how people can look like cartoon characters, because I'm quite sure I look like some random cartoon character floating around here, which is a compliment to me because every once in a while, when I'm just minding my business, going through life, I will see a girl who looks like Daria. And it makes me laugh because in my mind, I'm like, there's Daria. She just walked past me. And it just makes me smile and happy all the time. I'm like, y'all, I was just minding my business and I saw Daria from the, what is it? It was MTV or VH1. So we have hit our hour. And I've just been up here hanging with my cool peeps, which are you, and you. And so I decided to put it in the title. ELAY TV Freestyle Thursdays. March 19, 2026, chatting with my cool people. Chatting with my cool peeps. Come on in and join us. And once again, thank you so much for subscribing. This is really good. once in a while on Amazon, I can find a batch. I'm going to say the word batch. Once in a while on Amazon, I can find a batch of teas if you're into random teas for a nice price. Especially if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get an even better deal. So if you don't want to go to the Dollar Tree, simply because they only serve two kinds of teas, regular and they sell green tea and black tea, green tea, black tea, and regular tea at Dollar Tree. If you want a variety of teas, you can get sometimes a random batch of teas if you're into having a certain mix. So for all my cool people in here, I'll say it one more time. Come Monday, March 23rd, which is my birthday, morning moves will be moved only to Mondays. Mondays only will be morning move. And on Tuesdays, we have something new planned. It's just Cartoon Tuesdays. And I already have a list in the roster of what we'll be talking about on Tuesdays. And if you go to your homepage and go to the live feed, in the live feed, it'll have all of my upcoming videos that are coming up. And so you'll see that we have it slated all the way till some mid-April on what we're talking about on Tuesday. I've made a salad with rocket and baby spinach. Here we go, y'all. Here's his fancy schmanciness. I've made a salad with rocket and baby spinach with finely sliced carrot and cucumber and kimchi. Then I'll have toasted muesli with banana mango berries and apple with yogurt. Y'all, like I said, make these dry crackers I'm up here eating sound like I might as well be eating a bowl of dirt. Thank you so much. It do sound delicious. Look at, you have him, Tarsus is drooling. He's drooling. That sounds so good and healthy. And you know what? In my mind, I'm going to pretend that you made a whole bunch of it. So I'm going to pretend you made a whole bunch of it, put in a Tupperware container, having said that there'll be plenty enough for the afternoon. And so when it's time for you to eat your afternoon food, you can have some fish on the side. Oh, put that. Oh. Have you ever you make so much salad and it's like, where am I going to put all this salad? I maybe got into the kitchen and went chop happy, just chopping up everything, all the vegetables, and like, what am I going to do? So you have to go to the Dollar Tree and buy a Tupperware container to put it in. You open up your fridge and you got this big old Tupperware container, the kind that are designed that you put your boots and shoes in. The 5-gallon Tupperware. You picked it from a dollar store, but it's filled with salad because you just went chop happy in the kitchen. Now you've got this big old 5-gallon salad in your fridge. It's like, I'm going to have to call someone over because this is just too much salad. And I don't want it to go bad. Thank you. You are amazing too. Oh man, so Hercules the Shark will be on tomorrow, back by popular demand. I don't know what he's talking about. I did talk with him yesterday in brief. He's doing fine. And that's all I know. I think that his brother's Friday the 13th celebration went well. And the only inclination for me to say, the only reason that made me want to say that is because Hercules didn't bombard me with text messages throughout the week. Usually when he do that, it's something going on. But he only text messaged me one time, so I think everything went well. Oh man, I tell you. Thank you so much for catching that, Tarsus. I just didn't know how to say it. moving forward, I'm gonna get rid of that. That's what I need to do. Yo, I'm still looking at these Model T sets on here. This is my first time hearing about this Warhammer 40K tabletop battle. So I'm actually gonna write it down in here because I want to know more. Warhammer 40K tabletop battle. Game. So I wrote that down. Warhammer tabletop what you calls it. I can close this window out. Today is March 19th. Out of curiosity, what is happening today on what special events are happening on March 19th? I want to see if there's any special events happening on March 19th, and then after that I'll get ready to wrap it up. March has been filled with so much cool stuff, and I'm happy about that. I wonder when National Mashed Potato Day is. Isn't there a National Mashed Potato Day? So we've got, oh my gosh, spring equinox. The spring equinox starts today? Are you serious? Is it the first day of spring already? Wait a second. Hold the phone. What? It's tomorrow. Phew. First day of spring is tomorrow, guys. Spring is definitely springing. Yeah, because it's a couple days before my birthday. And in my mind, that's nature's way of prepping for my birthday. Thank you. Thank you. So, March 19th, I am looking for, according to National Calendar Day, here we are. So we've got, according to the National Calendar Day, today marks Absolutely Incredible Kid Day, National Certified Nurses Day, National Let's Laugh Day, National Chocolate Caramel Day, and International Read to Me Day. It sounds fancy and inexpensive, but it's cheap and healthy and fun to make. High five. Bam. Now, I was talking about foods being relatively inexpensive by way of tea, because tea for me is still way inexpensive than coffee. If you want to really be a tightwad, and I enjoy being a tightwad sometimes because it's fun, and if my list is long, I'm up for the challenge to see if I can get everything off of the list. So that comes into me using my brain so I can spend less to get more. So in the reference to that, I like tea because if you're not picky, you can get tea for cheap. And then I was talking about eggs. Some of the things have went up overnight over here. Like all of a sudden, I had some food in my grocery cart online. And then I saved it for the next day because I just broke it down in 2 days. But when I woke up the very next day to finish my shopping list, how come that stuff in the cart doubled overnight? And my husband said the same thing when he was out working. When he went to go put gas in the tank, the gas prices doubled. And I'm like, it just happened to me too. So I was like, dog. But I can say this, the eggs did not change. So I can still, thankfully, if I shop correctly, I still can get 2 dozen eggs for under $5. And if I can catch a manager special, I could easily get me a loaf of bread for under $1. So there's my eggs and there's my loaf of bread. And it's inexpensive because with eggs, what I like about it and how you made your salad, you can build upon it and you can make it like super grand, or you can make it heavy, or you can make it light. So I really like that a lot. What will I do for my birthday? Oh, we have plans. We have plans, my precious cool peeps. We have plans. The plans are planning. But one thing for sure, I will be on live celebrating a portion of my birthday with you guys, with my cool peeps. So that's one surprise I can say with you. This come Monday, morning moon, I will be on celebrating my birthday live with you. So I can say that. I wonder if there's anything else. Oh, look at this. Notable events that happened on this day, which is March 19th, includes in the year 1918, U.S. Congress approved the first daylight saving time. In 1931, gambling was officially legalized in Nevada. In 2023, in year 2003, the U.S. invasion, well, that's not a nice announcement. I don't want to read that. Life is tough enough, so I'm going to skip over that. So, birthdays. This day marks the birth of U.S. Marshal Wyatt Earp in 1848 and NAACP co-founder Moorfield Story. Now, that's a different name. That's a whole story right there, just in the name. Wyatt Earp is an interesting name. And Moorfield Story. Moorfield Story. Well, according to AI Overview, those two people's birthdays are today. Wyatt Earp. Now, if you guys are familiar with Fievel, the cartoon, Fievel Mousekewitz, I believe Fievel was acting like him, Wyatt Earp. Fievel Mousekewitz, Fievel. I like that movie. It's cute. Now, you know what? In the spirit of remaking movies, y'all, I think it's well overdue for them to bring back Fievel. He is such a cute little mouse, and he wears cowboy stuff because he's inspired by the Western world. And he's just the tiniest little mouse, and his sister is named Tasha. And she also had big aspirations to be a big old singer in the big city. So what I liked about that show was that there were two youngins with big dreams, bigger than their whole family combined. Their dreams were bigger than their whole town combined, you know? So I think that's really cool. You'll be here for my birthday. Excellent. Thanks, guys. I'm proud to be another year older on this crazy planet. But I'll leave that there and talk about all that on Monday. So I can tell you this thing for sure. That salad sounds interesting. I'm going to have to rummage through my fridge and pick out some things so I can make me a salad. I think that's about all. But before I go, because I did say I wanted to read what was going on today, for March 19th. And I was going to wrap it up. I'm going to put some salad down here first. Alright, my cool peeps, today is Freestyle Thursdays, where it's pretty much random and I just chat with my cool peeps for a little bit. It's time for me, it's a day for me to kind of unwind too from doing so much the previous weeks. And I work behind the scenes when y'all don't see me. I'm doing other stuff at home and putting together things to have pre-programmed throughout the week. I'm going to get ready to head out. to keep on celebrating my birthday month and do my chores. I love all of y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks to all the new subscribers. You guys really showed up and showed out for me today. Y'all always show up and show out to me. So on that note, you guys have a great night for those of you in Australia. And then there's someone who's going into an evening. And then good morning to the rest of you. Thank you so much for pushing the like button. Yes, Hercules the Shark will be on tomorrow. Have a good day, guys. See you next video. Bye-bye, y'all. You have a great day, too. And thanks for sharing with us what you made. That's really cool. Maybe it'll encourage more of us cool peeps to continue to make healthy choices. All right, guys. Until next video, I'll see you later.